Yo, what up? It's Peanut Butter. What's good?
Shop Talk, DJ King James NYC, you know what it is.
Andrew, better known as DJ 3B.
Grubz.
Go by Mr.Adams. Hawk.
Mr. Steele.
Sir, Papito, you already know.
What's going on? It's B-Ski.
You
know, how many classic albums did Big Daddy Kane have? You know what I mean?
But to piggyback on what Drew just said, which is also my argument, me and Foxx talked about it, was that although Biggie only had 2 albums, it is so rare for 2 albums that almost have every single record as a hit single.
You're right. Absolutely right.
That is uncommon.
Absolutely
I
right.
think that's more common with Kendrick's first album because I think he aimed for the second one to be more of a statement rather than a hit. It was actually more against radio hits and doing it for.
Right.
He actually explained that he's like, I'm not doing this for radio success. I needed to do this for me.
And he's not working with your cookie cutter producers. He's bringing Thundercat on there. He's got Flying Lotus. He's got Layla Hathaway singing on it. Like, this is a beautiful artistic statement with these, super heavyweight, forward-thinking jazz artists. So Kendrick gets so much respect from me. Pharoah Monch.
Yes, sir.
I gotta give it up to the living, breathing genius. And then I went groups, because I'm a group cat. Wu-Tang all day. Amazing force in music. A Tribe Called Quest. And,
that's a total different.
Q-Tip, Q-Tip's not thought of as a super lyrical cat.
But he really is.
I'll tell you what, he's lyrical, and the beauty, it's so simple that it's complex in the simplicity. The production, the records that he was sampling, he was putting out stuff that I want to listen to. I could listen to Tribe records all day.
I think that was the most beautiful thing about the group is because you can be diverse. You can have that musical that keeps it flowing, and then you get that spitter. Like Fife is nasty.
Right.
He's the AKA the 5-footer. Like he's crazy with his bars. And then every group has that. You have the musical. You got that energy. You got the lyricists, like every good bar, every good group has it.
And in that same vein, I got De La Soul, which is, that same. They got the creativity, they got the production end of it. They didn't like I said before. They take themselves too seriously. Like they're not afraid to be funny and just clown and smart and creative. And I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were the first cats in hip hop to put like skits on their records. They created a whole lane with that. With Prince Paul. Shout out to Prince Paul on production. Just coming from a whole different lane than most other cats. And then my number 1, I got Outkast. I'm an Outkast disciple. Yeah, that's my guy.
One member than the other?
Oh, absolutely. In any group, there's always that one alpha. And Andre. De La might be the only one where I think I think Pasadus and Dave and De La are about the same. But Outkast, Andre 3000 definitely ahead of the pack.
And for James Brown of rap.
Yo, James Brown rap is mystical.
Yeah.
But
don't sleep on Mystical.
Mystical's amazing.
If you
Mystical's
go back
amazing.
Catalog, forget about all the main hits. Like I think the hits get sugar coated, so everybody knows the hits. So I think if you didn't go into the catalog of music to rate your top 5, you missed.
Yeah.
But Mystical says some stuff on everything.
It is true.
Like you take his inflection and you might not take him seriously, but you get to it.
Definitely nasty.
Yeah.
Mystical's nice.
Absolutely. Let me run through my underrated list.
My underrated too.
I got Beat Nuts.
Okay.
Psycho Les and Juju. These cats were doing production for themselves and spitting some ignorant ass shit that I love. Where you from? The Bronx? I'm from up here. But, I love me some Beat Nuts. Sean Price and Helter Skelter. I gave it up for Sean Price all day. Run the Jewels, Killer Mike and LP. LP, who's been doing his thing on the scene for years, underground legend with Company Flow. He hooks up with Killer Mike and they're putting out some beautiful music. I got Homeboy Sandman. Amazing MC from Queens that flies under the radar. Open Mike Eagle, LA Cat, super artsy kind of left to center rap, but I really appreciate the stuff that he's doing. Little Brother. By the way, we need to shout out Fonte for being the father to Drake's entire style.
Yes.
At least Drake's early style.
I have
Because all of that sing-songy stuff.
And the beauty about it is that Drake actually gave him homage and paid respect to him as that.
Yeah.
So I give it to you, Drake.
What about Slum Village? You like Slum Village?
He's coming. It's coming. Slum V is right there. So actually, and this next name is a little weird to be putting on an underrated list because he's so successful, but I put LL there. Because LL, you got like some people that acknowledge what he's done, but that dude's longevity.
Oh man.
And you know the impact that the dude has had in hip hop and just pop culture in general is amazing. And LL probably doesn't even get the due that he should get.
Grammys and stuff.
Grammys. I mean, he's hosting award shows.
Yeah, lip sync battle.
Yeah, the lip sync battle. That's right. I got Goody Mob on my underrated list. Goody Mob from Atlanta. They were down with Outkast. CeeLo Green was part of that group. And most people only know CeeLo as a singer these days, but that dude spits fire. Culturally super aware, politically aware, socially. I really dug what Goody Mob was doing. Yeah, exactly.
Soul Food is just classic.
And sings his face off.
Sings
and raps his face off. CeeLo all day. Also on my underrated, I put Organized Confusion. We already shouted Pharaoh out, but the group Organized Confusion was just incredible and creative and so ahead of their time. Number 2, I got JD and Slum Village. In Slum Village, their sound, JD gets his props now after he passed away. They call him J Dilla now. I still call him JD because I'm old. But JD on the mic, I think is so underrated because Cat's only give him props as a producer, but that dude had a flow that
it just like matched everything he was doing.
Exactly. I thought he got on the track with Common, and I thought he ate Common up on that song on Thelonious. JD, his flow is so ill and certainly suited his style of production so much. And then my number 1 underrated, I put The Roots and Black Thought.
Okay.
So much respect goes to Tariq, Black Thought from cats that know, but the mainstream kind of just sees them as the band that backs Jimmy Fallon on the Tonight Show. So
that's very sad.
When Big Pun had Black Thought on his first record, and he would say in interviews like, Black Thought's my favorite MC in the world right now. You know what I mean? So, cats that know, like Rakim, give Black Thought those kind of props, but I think he still goes under the radar as far as the mainstream is concerned.
So if you can see, they cut me short because I got a list. I just started, I write a little bit, so you brainstorm ideas. So I just started putting down people I like. Boom, boom, boom. So I can't say that anybody's underrated because if I listen to your music, you had some kind of influence
not underrated
on
to
me.
you, but not acknowledged by the masses.
But I go with Ghostface, Buster, Fab, especially right now. He's carrying the torch for all, I'll say, 90s enthusiasts that want to listen to something new. Fab is a go-to, and completely underrated, I think. I think he's a beast. Fred the Godson, if you ain't seen him live, you're missing out 100%. Because his bars are just as clear live as they are on record, and his alliterations are so ridiculous, it's, stupid. I like my West Coast. Corrupt, to me, is one of the best rappers ever, period. Daz was nice, too, but he was kind of like that wild boy. Though, if you want to go 90s, Mac 10 carried it for a little bit. I got a lot. I could talk all day, so.
Well, for me, first on the underrated list is Lil Brother. Definitely fan and was fortunate to be in the studio and watch them create a lot of that stuff. Fonte is ridiculous with the singing and the rhymes is top 10. He can go against anybody lyrically. Fonte, man, if y'all don't know,
He's a monster.
And he will knock him out. Y'all might shoot me for this one, but this is why I don't like Eminem, is what I'm saying. This is why I don't like Eminem.
So
Eminem
M wasn't on your 10.
M is not in my 50.
Okay.
Look at that. He feels some sort of way. Let him go.
I'm walking
Everybody
Let him finish. Let him.
Now the reason is, if y'all don't know, if y'all remember when M came out, how dope he was with the Lyricist Lounge shit and all that, and he will tell you, he's took his own style from Master Ace and Pharoah Monch. And he got fortunate to run with that and become this number 1 dude that everybody's like, oh my God, he's the greatest. I'm like, no, he's not. Now, if you listen to his flow and his cadence, you hear Pharoah Monch and you hear Master Ace. So
is that a reason to hate him and not put him in your top 50?
He's not in my top 50.
No, I recognize that he's so skilled. Eminem's an amazing MC, but my beef with Eminem is that he makes terrible music. You know what I mean? So his skill-wise, he can go up against anybody. But his albums, I have not wanted to listen to anything he did past Marshall Mathers.
Yep, I agree.
Just makes terrible music.
His mother, his wife. I mean, it's every other record, and and his daughter. But you have to give it to him when you take that album stuff off and you listen to him flow on somebody's show.
He's brilliant.
On Stretch and Papito back in.
No, he's brilliant.
Essentially, though,
isn't that what artists are? Is a combination of influences
for
that you
sure.
have.
For sure, you
You
can't
know what I'm
forget that.
saying? So that's why you can't take anything away from Eminem.
Dude, I think he shouted Master Ace how he won an award.
So anyway, since I started that ruckus, definitely Slum Village, very underrated. T3, Baton, all of them, and we know Dilla with the beats and the rhymes is incredible. And I had Master Ace next. I mean, a lot of people slept on him.
Super underrated.
Slept on him, but here goes one y'all might have slept on or not thought about. MC Light.
Yeah.
Dope. Lyrically, dope.
Does she lose points for her brother writing rhymes though?
Possibly. But if that's the case, a lot of people gonna lose points.
True.
Even
Very
some of your
true.
favorite, even Jay-Z,
Very true.
even Biggie, everybody
Very
gonna
true.
lose points. Well, her delivery more for me than anything. The
Right.
delivery and how she did it,
Right.
dope. Madlib. Y'all ever heard Madlib?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Had Common on there, and one of my favorite all time, of course, Sean Price, but Helter Skelter, Rock and Rock, man. The duo is just crazy. And I had to put this man back on here because this is the man right here to me will come and take out anybody is the Jizza. Jizza.
Yeah.
Sharp. Nobody can mess with the
Preach the
Jizza.
word right there. You just preach the word.
That's why he the king. That's why he the king.
And of course, like we said, we're gonna go West Coast, the Alcoholics.
Catastrophe.
He brought it back.
Ridiculous. Alcoholics all day.
Yes.
This list was harder. This was harder for me to do than the other one because I had a lot of people, but I had to narrow it down. So I'll start with Cool G Rap.
Okay.
You know, I got Pharaoh. I got Talib.
Yeah.
I got Ludacris.
Okay.
Yes.
Dope.
Man, Ludacris Monster.
He's dope.
I got Redman.
Definitely.
Fonte, of course.
Yeah.
I got Beanie Siegel.
I can go with that.
Okay, I got Beanie Siegel. I got Jada. Beanie and Siegel and Jada, like, you know, that's like.
They're kind of same lane. Yeah.
I got J. Cole.
Okay. I do too.
Because I still see, you know,
I do too.
and this one might throw you off. I got T.I. from the South.
Yo.
I got T.I.
T.I. is
I
dope.
got T.I.
If you listen
Rubber
to
Band
his
Man,
earlier stuff,
and if you see Jay kind of put him under the wing when he first came. I seen T.I. at the Garden. When he had Rubber Band Man. That was
Right,
on
I remember that.
And I said, why is Jay bringing out But after that, he kept, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I like T.I.
And to the masses, he's
He
not.
got a lot of albums.
No, but he's solid, man. I'm not
He
saying he's
might need to
underrated.
disqualify him though for his association with Iggy Azalea. He dumped. Yeah, but it's his fault that we even know her name.
He made money. 3 down south artists on one list is too much, so you might want
I went somewhere else with it. And J. Cole. I don't even consider him down south. He's just a hip hop.
Wait, where is he from?
dude.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I wanna make clear is when you're real hip hop, you can't really identify where that person is from. You got J. Cole, who's from North Carolina. Doesn't sound like he's from North Carolina. You got Jay Electronica, who's from New Orleans. Don't sound nothing like a New Orleans cat. You got Fonte Coleman. Don't sound like he's from North Carolina.
He got that drawl though to his.
He's got a slight twang.
Yeah.
But as far as his delivery, his cadence, his style, his punchlines and metaphors, he has that New York foundational thing. You know what I mean?
Hip hop is a New York.
Hip hop is a New
so
York,
any cat.
and that's my whole point though. Is that to me, the true identification of hip hop is New York. So when you got a dude that's a student of the game, you can't really tell where they're from because they're a true student of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Even though he was from New York, the way he was spitting, he wasn't no South dude.
Even Luda has that New York vibe to him, even though he's from the South.
All right, underrated. I got to go with the Faces, Scarface, and Ghostface.
Okay.
Ghostface. I mean,
faces.
Ghostface. I mean, Ghostface is like, you know, he touched a little bit with Amy Winehouse with with that song a little bit where people got to hear him, but unfortunately he hasn't had that other hit to make him mainstream.
Right.
But my God, you have to just
He's
laugh.
a blogger favorite.
You laugh. You get real hype with his songs. And
Has
that's why I
anybody
like
listened
him.
to his 12 Reasons to Die?
Yes, it's ill. It is ill, and
Because nobody's
it's
done that. Nobody's taken a movie producer
right.
and made an album. And not only that, Ghostface puts himself in the 70s as an Italian mobster.
Right.
Who does that?
Yes.
Super creative.
On my top 10, which, I don't know if you guys really understood where I was coming from, where with Grandmaster Caz, that dude is a lyricist, and I implore you to go and search out some of the stuff on YouTube and just listen to him. The way he tells a story, his elocution. I mean, again, he was, one of the founding fathers, and he's definitely underrated. And you see him now with Macklemore. Right? He's got a little bit of.
Macklemore.
I'm just saying. No, listen. I got two.
Macklemore ain't even a rapper. Don't even give me that.
No, I'm just saying. I said now you see. I'm saying now you're seeing him now with Macklemore, like Melly Mel and Caz on TV.
Right
so
on.
people are.
Which is a good look.
Big Daddy Kane orchestrated.
Whatever you think,
whatever
you think about Macklemore, that was a good look for him to give these cats a shout, because you don't see no other cats who we consider more real.
Going back to the past,
bringing
like that,
cats like Melly Mel and them.
My last underrated is Common. Now he has success. He has success out there, but if you listen to him again with the stories and how he talks and his flow, and it starts beginning, you get into it, it has a crescendo, and then he comes to you with the ending like a story, a true story.
Common's
he's really, really good.
He's
definitely my number one underrated.
Yeah. By the way, about Grandmaster Caz, how much of his output is actually on wax? Because I think those Cold Crush records are mostly just kind of like park jams, right?
Park jams are routine,
but there are some on records.
But there's some on records. But you know what? Like somebody else mentioned this before. Some people could not transcend doing a live jam, doing a park thing, doing being taped, and now making a record. With the structure, with the musicians, with everything like that. Some people just couldn't do it, and unfortunately, that group could not do it.
Yeah, they were signed to Sugar Hill Records and Enjoy Records, Cold Crush Brothers.
Right. And they had, I thought we were gonna do groups, so I was gonna mention why Melly Mel was in the Furious Five. That 12-minute super rap. Come on.
They went nuts.
You actually listen to a record for 12 minutes?
Yeah.
What?
And if you can listen to it for 12 minutes, that means something.
Right.
You couldn't take your ear off that record because each guy that came on was it just murdered.
The back and forth, everything. That's something else.
And plus, The Message was the first conscious hip hop record ever recorded. Because before that, it was all party rock.
Right.
Would you consider James Brown the original MC?
I wouldn't.
I would consider Gil Scott
Just-
the original MC.
Yeah.
That's a better one.
Yeah, Gil Scott, from a lyrical standpoint, but the music of James Brown birthed so much hip hop, so much of what we considered that New York '80s,
He was living a
late
hip hop
'80s hip hop sound. Yeah, rhythmically the stuff. I mean, there was a time when you couldn't hear a hip hop record that didn't sample James Brown. Yeah.
What's going on? It's your man Foxx. Goodnight ENT's in the Shop Talk Hip Hop 101. We got a lot of good things on there. Look for future episodes soon.